sorry, not 25, 30, 39,500. Okay, then salary plus 30% of sales, comma, value false. Now it says for those employee, what you will do who has done the sales less than 1,000.
Remains same.
Hmm. Same
Same.
salary, na? It means no
Yes.
Salary.
discount, right? No incentive. Enter. See, for the first one, the correct result is coming, which we have done through the manually, right? Now drag it and see. For the Ronnie Proctor, sales was done as a 500. So Ronnie should receive the same as a salary. So salary and this final amount is the same one, na? Correct? This one. So this is basically the concept. Okay. First of all, everyone just try this because this is one of the most important thing. I'm pasting the formula for your reference here, but just try this. Then I will just give you assignment. So Chahat has written, do we have to memorize all these for? Look, I would not say memorize. You just need to understand the concept and understand the logic that in which scenario that which function needs to be used. If you are aware from that one, these things you should remember that which function is going to help you in which kind of a scenario, right? Then you will be able to perform it. Is this clear?
Yeah.
Because in this case, for example, suppose the things happens like this. For example, suppose this is the name, okay, and now suppose I say sales date example, okay, and now I'm just taking some date over here, and now for example I say this minus okay, so suppose here I'm just taking the date here and I'll change it, okay. Here I say October 24, okay, September 29, okay, and I say this is 11/22, okay, 11 uh 14 like this, and now I say I need to calculate the aging here, okay, and for the aging I say what you have to do, if number of days greater than 45, okay, then go for this need to follow up, okay. If not, then I just need to mention do do not follow up. Just perform this. Mention the date into this pattern, okay, as per your system date format. Please make sure about this one, okay, and then calculate this aging and see you are getting the correct result or not. So I'm just pasting this one. Okay, see that simply I'm just checking that if this J2 is greater or equals to 45, okay, as per the today's date, is if that is, then I just need to write follow up, otherwise do not follow up. So see, if I say drag, so only this one where my date this date is more than the 25 days, 45 days, right? So I just need to follow up on this one. Okay. So in this kind of a scenario, also you can do this. Okay. And this case also can be into the multiple ways. Like if I say, uh, I just need to calculate the aging bucket also. Okay. Aging bucket is what that you, okay, most of in the finance data you will see you need to create the aging bucket. Okay. Aging bucket is just like, for example, if I just want to know that how many records do we have between uh, between 1 to 30 days. Okay. Then I say 31 to 60 days. Okay. Then I say 61 to 90 days and greater than 90 days. Okay. Like this. So this is also, you just solve it. Okay. This one. Okay. So in this way, you have to create it the aging bucket. Like this number of days you have to check. For example, if this as per this date, okay, this is a 2 days date, so which is below the zero, right? Or if that is existing in the same day, right? So it should come as a 1 to 30 days, 31 to 60, like so this kind of a aging bucket. Is this clear? The requirement is clear, everyone? Because all these things you must be aware, because when you are just working into the data, that data can be the finance data, that data can be the sales data, right? But you are using your skill sets, which is excel, right? So you have to prepare all these by using this logic.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Sir, so basically, I have to leave for somewhere. Can I
Okay.
join this in maybe next batch's class?
Okay, so what you can do is you can just refer the recording session of the today.
Yeah,
Okay. So recording session of the today.
yeah.
Okay. So this third tab. So here I have given you the name and the marks percentage. So here you have to go for that. If this marks is greater than or equals to 50%, you have to print grade A, otherwise grade B. Okay. Now this is the assignment also, the same data set I have given, and on the basis of these three conditions, you have to give the 10% discount. One, using the nested if, second, using the if with or, and the third, using the if with and. Okay. Then the assignment is here now. Okay. You have this data set, and now here what you have to do is in this data set, that here this data is given, and in this remarks column you have to just go for this eligible or the not eligible. If the graduation is greater or equals to 50% and post graduation is greater or equals to 50%, then here you have to mention as a eligible, otherwise not eligible. Okay. Next assignment is the same one. Here you can see the salary and sales I have given, and same incentive slab I have given, and you have to calculate this discount. Okay. Now, before I move further, everyone, please solve this assignment, which is into the assignment 2. Just solve it now. Okay. Here, on the basis of these conditions, which I have written in column I, the column J remarks needs to be printed in this column E. Just perform this, everyone, this assignment. Formula, and which is absolutely perfect. It means you are getting the logic, right? So this is something I expect from each one of you, which others are putting the effort. All these Excel formula you can't remember into your mind, and the another thing, you can get the same logical base, but it might be the data can be different, because this is the thing which I'm just gonna share with you, because most of the time I have also seen earlier that people are excellent on my data set. If I'm just giving this one, you are able to perform it. But if the data is tweaked, but the business logic is the same, na, they get stuck. Because the reason is that only those people were getting stuck in that who didn't understand the individual functions mean. Okay, but here I can see you are able to solve this formula, solve these problems, because you are getting the individual functions mean. And I really appreciate for that one, because this is only going to help you. Okay, because in your working, it's not about the data on which I'm just teaching to you same data you will get. No, the purpose of the training is you must be aware from the Excel functions. And as of now you are just getting the two functions combination, but in the real scenario it might come the 100, or it might become as a 15, 10, 5 functions combination as per the requirement. And that I will show to you. Okay, that I will show to you. You will see that this much large formula has been implemented. Why? Because that was a requirement. I have not put it that one. It's not into my hand, right? But as per the requirement, if you want, let me share my screen. 1 second. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So column A data, one of my student was, she was just getting the data like this. Okay, in this column A. And from this, what exactly the requirement was, if you see in the first data, like here, this 8 right? So that needs to be output. In the second one, see 11 So that should be coming the output. But can you see for the third record, the pattern is changed. But here, what is the requirement? This 18. Yes or no? Right? And here you can see, here the M is written, but in the first two, you can see the is written, right? Now, if you see for this one, right? In this case, this 17 was required, right? In this, if you see 18 is, so the pattern is not the same. Yes or no? Right? And in this case, if you see, in this, it was required. If this kind of a format is coming, then this one, 7.5 was required. So this kind of a requirement she had. And now, if for example, if you see, we have a 24 lines as a sample she has given me, okay, this data set. So we have a 24 lines. If just think about it, if in these 24 lines, if on the basis of requirement you will start the typing manually, so see in the 24 records also it will take the time. But she was getting the data like the 15,000, 10,000, and all. So do we have the any pattern over here? No, but some logics are here on which I can achieve it as per the column B, you can see. And now, if you see, look, this formula I have implemented. Can you see this one? It getting started from here. It is getting ended over here. This one. Okay. If I just copy this and paste this formula into the Word to show you MS Word. Okay. So I'm not telling you this one that you should remember this. Okay. I'm pasting this one. See, this is 2-page formula. This one. It is getting started from here and it is getting ended over here. This one. As per the logic. As per the logic, I have just implemented this. Okay. Right. This one. So this is something I'm just telling to you. And see, I have started with this if and because as per the logic. Right. Now, this function, you can't remember this one. Okay. I have just provided this solution to her. and it is working and she's using that one. Okay, but this formula, even I would not be able to remember this, right, from starting to end. But I know the business logic, the mean of the individual functions. That's why I can implement the 2-page formula, the 3-page formula, the 4-page formula as per the business requirement. Okay, but if you say you start learning from this one to one, you will not be able to learn this, right? Where you have to put the comma. This you can't. But as per the logic, if you are aware from, you can put the formula for 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, or whatever. So this is the proof I have shown this to you, because these kind of requirements can come. But if you are aware from the individual functions, that where you have to use the left function, right function, mid function, and so on, and these individual functions we will see. So if you are aware from these concepts, you will be able to solve the problems very easily. Okay. Is this clear? So I hope you understood what I mean from this one. So why I am emphasizing to understand the individual functions mean.
Sir,
Okay.
sorry for interruption. Sir, could you please show me this this assignment to like forward to the because I have what I have done and I've got like different only.
Which one?
So like assignment two
You are getting different. Okay.
is like
So here,
I got
simple.
like false.
So why? Because the reason is that, see, if this amount is less than 50, I need to mention as a poor. Okay. Then if this amount is greater or equals to 50, but less than 100, then you have to mention the okay. If this amount is greater or equals to 100, but less or equals to 150, then good. Else, otherwise greater than 150, excellent. Okay, close these brackets, enter and see. If I
Okay.
drag it, this
Okay,
one. So
so you
somewhere you are missing the
use all
brackets.
this. Yeah, yeah, because I have not used uses this one, this poor, okay, I have not mentioned. Just I have
Huh,
mentioned the data, so that's why.
huh, because okay, because like here, for example, if I'll not mention this excellent, na, see,
Yeah.
like this. So where the excellent, like here, the excellent should come, but if I drag it, I'm getting the false, na?
Yeah, right. So I got the same false.
So because of this only.
Okay.
Okay, yeah,
Thank you, sir.
yeah, welcome. Okay, so I'm pasting this formula also for your reference in the chat window, though most of the people has done, and I appreciate that one. Okay, this one. And trust me, if you are aware from the Excel functionality and features now, in the other tools, 110% it is going to help you to understand the concepts, the business logic, and you will learn that new tool very easily. Learn that new tool very easily. Then when someone will teach you, you will grasp the concept easily. Okay. And the last thing for the today, we are just going to see this error handling. So error handling, somebody call it is a error handling, somebody also called is a exception handling. Both are the same thing. So don't get it confused if someone says error handling or someone says the exception handling. Okay, both are the same. So in the Excel, you have seen that this kind of a error gets generated sometime, like in the column A. And every error has a different mean. It's not about this error will generate in all kind of a scenario. No, every error gets generated in the different kind of a scenario. Like first one, hash NA. It means the data not found, and this error only you will be able to see when you will use the VLOOKUP function. Div error when any number will get divided by the zero. For example, suppose if I say 1 divided by 0, not only 1, any of the number, okay? I'm giving you only the example. And when I just press the enter, see, div error. So whenever any number will get divided by the 0, you will see the div error. Hash name error will get generated if your syntax is wrong or your syntax is incomplete. For example, if I'm writing the cochex, so we do not have the cochex function in the Excel, right? So you see the hash name error where my function is incorrect. And now if I'm writing, for example, I was just writing the if, but by mistake, I just press the enter and syntax is incomplete. You can see this hash name error also. Reference error. Most of the people have seen this one probably. So I'm just keeping this cell color only to make you the understand. Okay. Color is not required. I'm just keeping this only to make you better understand. For example, in this yellow cell, I written a number or anything. And I want whatever I'm writing on this E12 cell that should display in the green cell also in H14. So what you will do equals to this cell, press the enter, you are getting this. And now in yellow cell, if I make any changes, I'm getting the same in the green cell or not? Tell me, getting the same thing, right? So my green cell is depend on which cell? My green cell is depend on which cell? E cell,
Yellow one.
right? On this cell, E12 cell, yellow cell. If I delete this yellow cell now, see, you are getting the reference error, right? So it means the reference error will get generated in that kind of a scenario where you have used any of the cell into your formula and that reference has been deleted. Okay. Value error you will get when the data type will be mismatched. For example, if suppose the two functions you have implemented and whatever the output will generate by those two functions, you are making the sum. So for example, the first function is giving you the sum text and second function is giving you the sum number and you are making the sum of that. Okay, or you are subtracting or multiplying or anything, you can see the value error. Okay, so now what we will do is to handle this error, we can use these exception handling functions. Okay, and it will always give you the result as a either true or false. So that's why these functions always use with a if. But here if I show this to you, I say is error. So is error function will not be able to read the hash error, so it will say the false, but for the rest error it will work. See, same. Isna will read only the na error, it will not help you for other errors. See, so isna and is error is the opposite one. And in the interview from most of the candidates, this question was asked. Okay, is error function will read all the errors. Okay, because most of the time it will happen that when you're uh, implementing any of the functions and if you're dragging, you can get this kind of error, right? Let me show this to you. For example, you have this one column A sales data and in column B I have given you the some divided number. I say sales should be divided by the number which is written in front of that. Okay, so what you will do, this divided by this, right? But when I will drag it, I will get the div error on those places where the divided number are missing. So it doesn't mean that my formula is incorrect. My formula is correct, but if that value is not existing, so I will get this one. So I want to handle this error. Okay, if I say divide number is not giving mention as a 0 or divide number is not giving where you are getting the div error, please mention divided number missing. So see what I will do. If number missing, so see what I will do. If and is error or the is error any function you can use. because both are able to read the divider. If I say this divided by this, if this is a true, if the result of the is error is a true, so is error will give you the true when there will be any error. And if there is a error, type the divided number missing. Okay, and if there is no error, please divide the sales divided by the divide number. Enter. And now if I just drag this formula, see where the div error I was just getting, I'm now getting the divided number missing. Okay, and we have a one more formula here, which is known as a if error. Most of the people use this one. So if you see the syntax, if error, value comma value if error. Value means if there is no error, what you have to do. Value if error, if there is an error, then what you have to do. So I say if error, if there is no error, value means if there is no error, then I say this divide by this, comma, value if error, if there is an error, then, so I say if there is an error, then mention divided number missing. Okay, and enter and see. You are getting the same result. Okay, right? This one. So this is basically the concept of this error handling. Just try this everyone at your end, please, and confirm me, because in the upcoming sessions also we will see that one.
Just want to confirm that when we use its function IFS,
Ha, that is for the, okay, IFS, right?
yes, sir.
Yes, IFS you can use where I have used the nested if, like this one. Can you see my screen? This one. Okay, if I
Yes,
just
sir.
type IFS, see, logical test, I say my first test is this one. If this is less than 50, I need the poor. It says second logical test. Second is what? I say I can use the and here. If I say if this is greater or equals to 50, but less than 100. In this case, what do you want? I need okay. Then third logical test. So multiple ifs combination has been transferred into ifs IFS. Okay. I said and if this is greater or equals to 100, but less or equals to 150, then in this case I need the good. Otherwise, it says look for the last logical test. So for the last logical test is what? If this is greater than 150, right? Then I need the excellent. Okay. Now close the bracket and enter. And see, you are getting the same result or not. Check it.
Yes, sir. Got the point.
Okay. This one. So this is also you can use IFS.
Sir, can you go to that if error like that?
Mhm.
I have done it. Just what? Okay. If. So we need to use that each error, right? It's
Huh. Is error or is error, because both are the functions have a capability to read that error, na?
okay.
Please remember all these functions, okay? Because I will also give you the project on this one, which you guys have to complete, okay? So where all these functions combination can be, okay? And obviously the will be, I would say.
Sure, sir. Very formal.
Hmm.
Okay.
Great. So we have seen uh, all the things for the today. And in the next week, we will see the other functionality of the Excel. Okay, and
Here I am getting four decimals after that.
hmm,
Can you change this to one digit like this?
you can
Mm,
request access. Kindly approve the access.
yeah.
Like this one here, you can see increase or decrease this one.
Okay.
Like this, you are getting in
Okay.
this all you can do. See,
Okay.
one decimal. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
yeah.
Okay.